forgot I like scheduled it and then I didn't actually hit storage because I'm an idiot. So we might have to walk through that again. I was like, man, YouTube is awfully quiet today. Turns out I didn't start it. That's the problem with using the like schedule button on there.
Fail.
Fail. 6 times the fool, coming in with 7 months of supportage. Mikey GHA and Stickman giving a sub yesterday. Mikey became a follower yesterday. Appreciate that. Okay. Should we just pretend that we already did this, and then like the people on YouTube will be like, oh, sorry, we didn't hear it. Let's just do that. Sorry, YouTube. I'm a bot, and I didn't change the thumbnail either, so the thumbnail's not gonna make any sense. But whatever. Whatever. Support age. Richard's been following for 1 year, 16 days, 22 hours, and 46 minutes. Okay. Whoop, whoop. He broke the year mark. Okay. Yeah, so that little black screen for a second thing is just gonna happen every time right now. Because I have this camera and my Elgato camera disabled on OBS while they're not in an active scene because I was overloading my USB data transfer capabilities. But we're swapping out. Right now I use a capture card for that camera and I use a capture card for this camera separately. Like each have their own capture card that's via USB. I bought the Elgato Camlink Pro, which can handle up to 4 cameras, I believe up to 4K, via a single PCIe network or PCIe card. So we're gonna be removing the USB 3.0 card that I had added into my stream PC, and we're gonna add that in. So both of these cameras will be able to be run off PCIe, and then this Elgato camera will be the only like major data hog on my USB bus. So hopefully that should alleviate my problems. And it allows me to maybe buy another one of these cameras at some point. I didn't mean that, babe. I'm not gonna buy one, I promise. She's not, I'm sure she's not watching right now, don't worry. You wanna see it roll over to 17 days? Wait, how many hours were you at? 22 hours? Oh yeah, that is definitely possible. That is definitely possible. Does supportage not work on Kick? Oh, I think it's sub. Like sub age? Try that. Because it's not a supporter, you're a subscriber or whatever now. You're gifting subscriptions. I don't know. Anybody know? I mean, your little thing tells you like months wise, because you should have like next to your gifted sub badge, it should tell you how many months you've been subscribing, but if it doesn't, that's kind of dumb. What is the cost of this PC, my guy? That's a great question. I want to say it was like $2,200. I don't have it off the top of my head, but we can pull it up real quick. This build was a grand total of $2,055, and that includes the full system optimization plus RAM tuning, which is a $240 fee. Yeah. So if you were doing it and you didn't want to optimize or anything, you'd be under $2,000 for this. Okay. Get all these stickers off everything. I don't know if this has a sticker. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Okay, let's say that doesn't have a sticker. All right, we got the one off the back. I think we're good. Yeah, it's really not bad. It's not bad at all. And a 4060 Ti with a Ryzen 7, come on. And it's all on the new platform. It's DDR5, 7000 series, so it means you're on an AM5 motherboard, which means like upgrading over time is super easy, right? All right, speaking of the Ryzen 7 7700, let's get this going. Bradford, what's up? Dude, how was the Monday night stream? I didn't get to watch it. I actually want to go back and watch it. Oh, is this a different one than usual? Did they actually use the old school Wraith Prism or whatever in these? Oh, they do! Bro, I haven't seen one of these coolers in a while. This is the RGB like Prism, I think, like the Wraith Prism, I think is what they call them. They don't tell you in here, but it actually uses like frickin' copper pipes and heat sinks and everything. That is a great CPU cooler. We went with a much nicer one for the build. Oh, I've turned that sideways. But that is a very solid cooler. So if you buy one of these 7700s and you just want to keep the stock cooler, you will not have any problems with it, I promise. Why is this thing acting all weird? Why are you being weird like that? There we go. There we go. Great stream, man. I had a tinfoil hat moment for... Oh my, for your Lucky Charms? What? You didn't have a tinfoil hat, you had a tinfoil hat moment. Now I want to know what you're talking about. Now I want to know. My DC cooler was loud. You had to buy another cooler the other day. What cooler did you have before, Mark? All right, here's the little CPU. Got a Ryzen 7 7700. Like we said before, 8 cores, 16 threads on the Zen 4 platform. Oh, you had a deep cool? Oh, DC. See, when you say DC in my head, that also means DC as in like direct voltage, not alternating current, or direct current, not alternating current. All right, here we go. Get the traditional wiggle to make sure it's in the socket. And take our cover off, throw that in there as well. There is our CPU installed. Let's get our SSD out here. So now you got the Kraken 360. That's an upgrade and a half. How old was your old cooler? Didn't I build your computer? Am I lost? Is there like, is it a different mark? I can't remember, man. Facts, not that old. Did I build your computer? I can't remember. I know I built Mark something. Started with a G. Garrett or something like that? No, I didn't build your computer? Okay. I mean, if it's not that old, Deepcool should just replace it for you. But, you know, you got the new cooler already, so maybe you just get the old one replaced and like remade by Team Group or Deepcool, and then you just sell it. Okay. Here's our 1 terabyte MP44L from Team Group. They're a beautiful little boltless, fastenerless attachment there. Love that. I'm about to make a trip to Lincoln, Nebraska, and found out that Exotic Gaming PCs is located there, so I might stop in. Have you seen any of like Braythorn's stuff from Exotic PCs? Have you seen his recent videos about them? Bradford? Hello, Mark. Welcome in. Oh, did I build Mark Wagner's? I don't remember. I don't remember, man. I can't keep track. As you can see, I'm on build 195. I can't keep track of everybody's builds anymore. Too many marks. No, we want more marks. I want more of them. All right, there's our SSD installed. Put our little attachment thing back in there. Braithorn, B-R-A-E-T-H-O-R-N. He's a pretty decent sized YouTuber. A lot of his content is on like pre-builts and like gaming computer companies and stuff. But he has done, I think, 2 videos recently on Exotic. At least I think it was Exotic. Should check him out. I might be losing it. Mark Wagner says no build for me. It was someone named Mark that bought one on Black Friday. Not this last year, but the year before. But I think it was Mark G. You talked my wife into letting upgrade, and then you could build me a PC? All right, done. Done. It's easy. All right, so today we've got some CL32 6400 RAM from Team Group. There you go. This is a 32 gigabyte kit. Delta RGB. We actually just ordered a ton of these from Team Group directly to get a little bit better pricing on it, so I'm pretty excited for that. We'll talk more about that when I can make a whole video on it. I don't remember. I don't know why I can never remember. Can never remember if I did this right. Colin, what's up? The amount of times that you have saved me from pulling my hair out is crazy. See, what you gotta do, Colin, what you gotta do is you gotta become like a higher tier sub or member on YouTube. And I have it listed in there that you get like unlimited like free PC help. I really need to start enforcing that so that people will pay for it. It is Exotic, and he's reviewing a 4060 PC for $2,700. Yeah, that's okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Exotic, but there's been a couple of bad companies out there. So you're gonna like pretend you're a fan? Okay, this does use the built-in AMD mounting scheme, so don't need to take anything else out. Just leave that as is, and we'll move on to the next stage. Yeah, I remember seeing that and I was like, wait. It's like, there's no way this is right. $2,700 for a PC with a 4060 in it. And sure enough, it was real. Okay. Let's take a hot look at this case. Okay, it's a little heavy. This is the LandCool 216 from Lee & Lee. It's got the 2 giant front fans. You can't really see them. Oh, there you go. Now you can see them. 2 giant front fans that are RGB with really cool RGB effects, in my opinion. And then, yeah, the rest of the case design is really a lot like the LandCool 2 or LandCool 3 mesh with just really good support for cable management, lots of space, good airflow. And it's an incredible case for $100. I mean, let's be honest. If you're willing to spend $100, this is a really good option for a case. Oh, the back just pops off. What am I doing? Come on. There we go. Okay, so got that out. Make sure there's no accessories inside. Good. Dude, there's some big fans. It's tier 3. It's like, it's the expensive one, Colin. I don't know where like as like a member you would see what the benefits are of each different level, if I'm being honest. Like I know where I went to set them up, but I don't know where you guys would go to actually see them. Okay, I don't know that we'll need this, but that's the GPU support. Ah, finally some good content. Oh, sheesh. Tell me more. Okay. Okay, there's nothing in the way. Wait. Switch back here. Don't worry, the blackout is intended if you're just coming in. I've been overloading my USB like data capabilities on my motherboard. So I'm disabling this camera and my Elgato webcam when they're not in an active scene. So it just kind of takes a second for them to wake back up when I change to a scene where they need to be there, you know? What up, Hatfield? How we doing? That's why I invent with the... Oh, you had this in white? You went with a 440 millimeter fans on your most recent build? Oh, really? Because of this case? If that's how you value your time, then I'm trying to pay you for it. You're smart, you deserve to be paid for your knowledge. I mean, I'll take it. That was the idea. I don't know if I did a great job of really talking through the different sub levels, if I'm being honest. But that was kind of the intention, was like, I think I made it fairly expensive for the tier 3, but then like you're basically putting me on retainer if you need some like PC advice, you know, was the idea. You know, maybe some months you don't use it and other months you use it a lot. Who knows? I thought it was a cool way to kind of like give people options, you know? Lee Barrelwood is up. Some pretty spicy specs in here today. Finally got a backup PC together and powered up. Gonna try and get the OS installed tonight. What's inside of the backup build, Hatfield? Bradford, what's your current case? So you said you used to have one of these guys, or maybe like the 215. What did you go with for your personal case on this one? Like your current one. I can't see. See you later. No, Mark, you can't go. No. We need more marks. A 9600K? That's not bad. Is that going to be for anything in particular? Come on. Come on. There it goes. I think I need a different screwdriver for that one. It's too small. There we go. Okay, got it. Cody, what's up? I'm about to upgrade my CPU on my Asus motherboard. I have to flash the BIOS, right? You don't necessarily have to flash the BIOS. It's not always required. It just kind of depends on what BIOS you're operating on currently, but it's not a bad idea to flash your BIOS prior to swapping out the CPU, just in case, you know? Like if it's a newer generation CPU, but on the same chipset, or the same socket and everything, there's a chance that your current BIOS won't support the new one, and then you would have to like flip back. So it may not be required, but it's never a bad idea to do it. Okay. So the doing bad things to PC series of videos is a no-go, I assume. No, I kind of want to do it. I just like need to figure out a way I can do it without wasting hundreds of dollars on it. All right, let's get Lazy Susan out here. Upgrading from a 3600 to a 5800X 3D. There's a good chance that if you haven't updated your BIOS anytime in the last year or two, then you will need to update your BIOS. I don't remember, I need to double check if ASUS can do it. I know MSI has the ability to update the BIOS from within Windows through their like MSI Center. I don't recall if ASUS has that same capability in their Armory Crate app. They probably do. But if you know enough to be able to just put it on a flash drive and do it within the actual BIOS itself, then you know you're better off doing it that way. Okay. Voila! Let's get our HD audio installed. Let me know if any of the cameras or anything starts bugging out, you guys. We're just kind of testing this out to see if removing, oh, it already froze. Okay, that was quick. Hold on. I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna disconnect that camera. She's struggling. Okay. See it? See that? Okay. See, that's what's happening. We're gonna have to just roll with the front camera until I can get that new Elgato thingy in. Hopefully that will fix it. Just keeping it as a spare if you have a crash to use while I fully reinstall OS on the current main. How long does it take you to install an OS? I mean, it's just, what type of operating systems are you putting on these things? Because usually it's just like 20 minutes to install your OS. As far as the static goes, how do you keep yourself grounded? I don't, by the way. I don't ground myself. Oh, this thing is stupid. Wait, is this actually stuck between there? No, they're not, okay. Yeah, I don't actually ground myself. It's pretty unnecessary these days to ground yourself for building your computer. As long as you're not walking around in socks and like rubbing your feet on carpet, you should be fine. If you're really, really concerned about it, you need to get yourself an anti-static wrist strap. Like, I have one in here somewhere. Like, nope. I swore I had one in here at one point. Like something I don't have. You would get an anti-static wrist strap, put it on your wrist, and then you would run it to the power supply, hook it onto the power supply, and make sure the power supply is plugged in but turned off, and that will ground you. But again, it's really not necessary. I don't ground myself when I'm building. Okay, HD audio, front panel, USBs, all that stuff is connected. So let's get our CPU power cable out here. Get that plugged in just so it's not in the way. And then we will start working on our CPU cooler. What's the point of gloves? Yeah, just not leaving fingerprints on anything. It technically probably helps a little bit with like static, but it's more of just, yeah. Keeps things from getting smudged. Keeps me from getting like poked by pins on the motherboard sometimes. And you know, looks a little more professional. If something makes you look more professional, it's probably worth doing in a situation like this where I'm doing things in front of people all the time. Thank you for the help. Hey, no problem, Cody. Six times the full, now at 7 months of supporting on Kick. Thank you. General Buckles, what is up? Welcome in, welcome in. Mr. Bradford was in here just a minute ago. I don't know if he's still in here or not. Okay. Yeah, my rear camera is still acting up, like completely acting a fool. So we're going with the front camera today. All right, so we got motherboard power. That smells like plastic. Okay. CPU power. Ta-da. Are there any VGA cables that don't have an extra thing on them? No. Okay, I think we only need one of these VGA cables. So we're just gonna plan for one, and then if we need another one, we'll grab it. Okay. SATA powers. Don't know that we need SATA power for the build, but we'll put one in. We'll put one in there. Cool, 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 cool. And then we definitely don't need the Nvidia 12 HV power connector here. This is really all I wanted at the moment. This guy right up here. This is gonna provide power for our CPU. There we go. Just stick that onto the back of the case, like so. The rest of this, we're just gonna kind of move out of the way. And then we're gonna get our CPU cooler out here right now. We've got the GD360E ARGB from Team Group. This is a 360 millimeter AIO, which is super overkill for this CPU, but it's actually for a really good price. And I know the customer was really interested in upgradability over time, and so this was kind of a cheap way to be able to ensure that they could upgrade their CPU over time without having to buy a new cooler. Makes it a lot easier to swap out a CPU if you don't have to mess with your cooler too much. Michael, how we doing? Welcome. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you dropping in. That was also the reason why we have a 1,000-watt power supply. What the heck? The C came off. It's supposed to say T4, now it just says T4. T4E. Here we go. It might not be perfect now, so I just eyeballed it, but it's back on there. Okay. So my plan is to put it this way, which means we need to change this side. Good friggin' evening. What's up, Vicon? Welcome in. Lee Barrel, how's it going? It is going good.
He'll be back.
Everything's smooth so far. Richard's leaving me. Everybody say boo, Richard, boo. All right. So that's gonna go that way, which means the tail of all these fans are gonna go that way. Easy to remember. Good night, how you doing? How's everybody in chat doing? That's a better question. I'm doing great. I'm just here hanging out, building the computer. Gotta pick up your girls. Tell them to hitchhike. I'm just kidding. Have you on the other monitor while you work? Good luck working with this amazing, entertaining, and according to my 5-year-old daughter, extremely handsome computer builder builds live on stream. She said I look very handsome with my new haircut, so take that. Okay, I'm just gonna get all the stuff that I need out. That's what I want right now. And I'm gonna need that. You got a heavy box in the mail today. Ooh! I wonder what's in it, Bees. I wonder what's in it. Hi, Bees. How are you? What do you do for work, Vicon? I want to know so I can tell your boss that you're not paying attention. I don't want this direction. Want it? Oh, come on. I want it this direction. I don't know either, Bees. It's probably just like a bunch of spam junk mail. So you should just, you know, light it on fire and throw it away, probably. A little toasty in here, you guys. Girl. Girl, what you drinking? I'm drinking an F3 Energy because I was given like 4 cases of it while I was at Loot Fest. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna start drinking this stuff now because I got it all for free. According to UPS, I should get my heavy box on Tuesday. Let's go. So lots of emails and calls. I handle arbitrations for an online car auction company. Arbitrations. I may be a relatively smart person, but I don't exactly know what that means. The F3 Energy is their, what brand, what flavor is this? Citrus Clarity. And it's not bad. It's especially good for being free. So lots of emails and calls. That sounds like my nightmare. I too have to do lots of phone calls and emails, and I kind of hate it sometimes, but at least when I'm doing it, it's usually in a vein of like me trying to help either a customer for my business or trying to help the OEM that's trying to design their vehicle with our batteries. My day job. I handle disputes between, okay, that's kind of what I thought arbitration was about, but I was like, I don't know if I'm right about this. You handle disputes between 2 dealers that conduct business on our platform. Gotcha. Buying and selling cars wholesale, deal to dealer. Okay. What do you have, 2 Bs? All right, so those are all installed there. I think we're gonna try and do what we did last time. Usually on the phone with somebody that's upset. Yeah, see, I don't like doing that. I mean, customers are sometimes upset with us when we're like, hey, yeah, we don't have that information that you want. And then we're like, yeah, like we can start working on it, but it's gonna be a few months before we can get it to you. And then they're like, what? Yeah, sorry. Stick that through that pass through right there. Just like that. Oh, I think I do need to actually undo those ones. At least these front two. To get them through that pass through over there. Just getting ready to show people how amazing I am at Rebirth. Ooh, let's go. I don't know if I'm actually gonna play Rebirth tonight. I do kind of want to hop on the game, but I just don't, I really don't care for Resurgence. So like everyone else is all freaking out about Rebirth coming back, and I'm just like, I don't care. Oh, Bika just says, are you gonna play Rebirth after this? I'm waiting to play myself. Yeah, I don't know. I might play a few, but I really like, I couldn't care less about Resurgence. So to me, like playing Resurgence feels like I'm playing multiplayer. Like there's not nearly as much strategy like over the course of the game. It's a lot less of like, it's a lot less of like having to make really solid rotations and understanding like how the map works, and it's a lot more of just like run and gun. And it's a lot of close quarter fighting, which especially as a mouse and keyboard player, it's like I'm pretty much always at a disadvantage at. And I can't really switch to controller because it hurts my hand too much. Sorry, I'd love to read your guys' rebuttal comments, but I can't at the moment. Yeah, it's just more action. Ranked Resurgence is on the map right now. I've been Ranked Resurgence for a minute. Yeah, Ranked Resurgence wasn't too bad. I played a few matches of that. It actually wasn't terrible. That through. Okay. Now we're good to bolt that down a little bit. You weren't excited for it either? You're a big map player, but my buddies want to play Resurgence. Okay. You're moving in a couple of weeks. I'm thinking of not opening my new box until you get moved. You know, if it's only a couple weeks, it might be kind of nice to not have to take it out and then like basically immediately put it right back away. And personally, I don't know if I would have the patience to wait the couple weeks, but it might be kind of nice to just like have it already in a nice protected box. You get so much hate for saying that? Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but Resurgence is kind of like playing multiplayer with some plates on, to me. Stickman, what's up? Like, I want the thrill of a BR where like it builds over the course of the game. There's a lot more to like rotations and strategy, like longer term strategy, not just like, you know, the last couple minutes of the match, and longer and farther gunfights than, you know, 10 to 20 meters. Okay, that's a good spot. That's just me. That's what I like. Like I came from Like I came from PUBG to Warzone, where PUBG is like way slower than Warzone. So like Warzone already is pretty fast paced. Okay, so got all that. Something stuck in my throat. Okay. Let's see if we can get that through here. So I'm gonna run a couple of cables. Get them plugged in. First, we're gonna plug in the cable for our pump. Which is right here. AO pump. Right there at the top. And I've got this 3-to-1 splitter for our CPU cooler fans. I like VR a lot, but my squad does not like the big map. They don't like the 1 life plus gulag. Yeah. That's what makes it exciting, you know? CPU fan. Is there 2 CPU fan? Okay, bottom one is CPU optional, so we want CPU fan in this one here. Okay. CPU fan in. Okay, so let's get our CPU fans connected. There's 1. There's 2. The 3rd one is gonna be over here. Sorry, you guys don't really get to see what I'm doing over here too much because my rear fan doesn't, or rear camera is not working today. What can we do? What can we do? Okay, we're gonna run this over here for now. Fade away, what's up? How we doing? Okay. Here's our CPU cooler fans, just kind of pushed out of the way here a little bit. Now we can get the RGB stuff connected. Essentially, they're babies. That's right. You said it, not me. Party's over here. Oh, shoot. You guys can party on either one. Okay, got that. Now let's get that back through here. And we'll plug it into our RGB header. There we go, got it. chilling. I need to pay you this week. Do you have Cash App? Okay, shoot me a DM and I'll send you my Cash App. That's a large case. Oh, this is a mid-tower case. Okay, it's a little bit large, but it's not nearly as large as some of the other ones we use these days. Oh, it is raining outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that through my microphone, but it is coming down right now. Can you guys hear that? It might just be barely picking up on my mic, but it is raining hard outside right now. Remember, don't skip ads. Oh yeah, I mean, you guys can skip them, it's fine. Like, I'm more than happy to take the extra monetization or money that I probably get from you not skipping ads, but like, I'm not gonna make you guys watch ads. Like, it's not why you're here. We'll just leave that out there for a second. We need this guy, which plugs into our CPU cooler block. AT Lackey, what's up? You could fit a PS5 in there? Maybe, not quite. If you took the shroud out, you probably could. Do view minutes/hours help towards monetization on YouTube? Yes. View hours count towards monetization, well, towards unlocking monetization. Once I'm monetized, the only thing I like actually make money on is not you watching, it's ads. So that's why Buckles was saying don't skip the ads, because that's the only way I make money besides like direct donations and like paid memberships. So they help in unlocking monetization for my channel, but once I'm monetized, they don't necessarily help with that. I mean, they help with other things, like they help YouTube be like, oh, people are staying and watching, this must be entertaining, I'll show it to more people, stuff like that. Same with like engagement. But yeah. What do we got? We've got some Arctic MX6 we could use. We could use up some more of this Noctua thermal paste. We'll use some Arctic MX6, why not? Just gonna slap a little in the middle. We're gonna not pre-spread this one. We're just gonna stick some around on there and call it good. We don't really need to pre-spread it. You know, I got thermal paste on my fingers still. Ridiculous. Dude, it is like serious. Oh my God. It's like torrential downpour outside right now, you guys. I wish I could show you. Hold on, I'm gonna just take a video of this so you guys can see it later. I thought it was maybe like windy that was like wind that was causing all that noise, but it's just rain. Like serious, serious rain. Okay. Let's get this connector plugged in real quick before we install this. Okay. Now we'll take this sticker off. And we're gonna plug this guy in just like this. Okay. Got that. Slid it on over the top of those two brackets. That's why I love AMD. Sunny and no clouds here. It's gonna rain on Friday. Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain pretty much every day until like Saturday here, which I guess is just Thursday, Friday. Today, Thursday, and Friday. I think it's supposed to rain here. But it was like warm for a couple days. Like I think it got up into the 70s at least. Okay, come on, can I get that? Here. There we go. Got it. Okay. Whew. You north of me must be moving south. I think most stuff over here moves west to east, but maybe it's going down towards you guys. I don't know. I just work here, man. Okay. This guy is for our CPU cooler. Well, the CPU cooler block, I should say. And this guy is what we want to connect it into. We are definitely not meteorologists. That is 100% facts. I am nothing like a meteorologist, that's for sure. Not even convinced that meteorology is a real thing. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. Just lived in Oregon for too long. Okay, that's all connected up. We gotta connect in our rear fan here. Oh wait, that's the output. Okay, front. Okay, so all of our fans there are connected. I need to connect this. So this comes with this built-in fan hub for RGB and fan power. So I need to get that thing connected into the motherboard now. So got RGB right here at the bottom. We got our fan connector right there, also at the bottom. SATA power right there. Okay. I think all this stuff that needs to go up here is connected. So I'm gonna use a couple of zip ties here to tighten up our cable management a little bit. along the top. Oh, don't you do that to me. I had it. Come on. Cool. That zip tie literally just broke instantly. Okay, what about this one? Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. Got that stuff squared away. I think it's time. Let's get our power supply and power cables in. And then we will keep working on some more cable management. So we got SATA. Got motherboard power. We got GPU. And then we'll have our CPU. There we go. That is all of the connections that we need before we need to stick this in here. Okay. Make sure I didn't put that in upside down by accident. I did not. Good. Let's get our power supply bolts. This is your 195th build. Yeah, by my best count, yes. I did my absolute best to try and count every build I've done, even ones from like back before this was like a super legit business. But to my best recollection, this is build number 195. I could have a couple more under my belt that I don't remember, but pretty sure that's pretty accurate. Pretty cool, right? We'll have to do something special for number 200, right? I don't think I have 200 sold yet. So there's 196, 197. Yeah. I don't think we have number 200 sold yet. Okay. That stuff is all in there and connected. We can route our CPU power cable over here. Okay, like so. And here's our SATA power. Okay. There's GPU. Let's get our motherboard power cable through here. Juice for Mama, what's up? How you doing? Okay. So, motherboard power installed. We got our CPU power cable installed. We got SATA installed. All we need now is our GPU power installed. Get our GPU in there. Clean up our cable management a little bit. And we're done. So, let's get the star of the show out here. The RTX 4060 Ti. A little wonky. Started the new meds today. Uh-oh. Here to zone out on some PC stuff. All right, no better place for it. Well, hopefully the new meds are doing what they're supposed to be doing with minimal side effects. Obviously I have no idea what they are, but that's okay. I think we can all wish that no matter what they do, right? We just want them to be effective and not have side effects. Or minimal side effects. Or better side effects than whatever you were on before. You know? Takes 3 weeks for them to fully work. Wow, that's a lot. It's a non-stimulant ADHD medication. Okay, can you, I mean, maybe you don't feel like talking about the ins and outs of it because you're not feeling great, but can you explain that a little bit? Like, so something like Adderall or whatever would be like a stimulant-based medication. Is that what I'm reading into this? So instead of trying to fix neurospicy brain with a stimulant, they do what instead? I'm just here to learn. Okay. I don't know anything about any of this. I know about like standard like medications, you know, like Advil and ibuprofen and, you know, the regular stuff because my mom is a nurse and has been a nurse for a lot longer than I've been alive. But when it comes to, yeah, more specialized medicine like that, I don't know anything. I don't know jack. Okay. That's all out of there. Look, we guessed right. There's only one connector. Let's get all of these guys out of here. Don't need them anymore. Throw that down there. It didn't go in, but it's fine. Okay, get out of the way. Now we just need to get a couple of these guys out. The meds I'm on slowly increase dopamine levels and increase executive function. But there are weird side effects while you're building it up in your system. Okay. So it sounds like it's maybe a better, if it works and everything, it seems like it's a little bit better than like just your standard over, like, I almost said over the counter, not like you can get them over the counter, but just like your standard ADHD medication, like something that could be more effective without like doing a bunch of crazy stuff to your brain. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just making conversations. Come on. I can see it partly in the slot. Come on. There it goes. Now we're in. Again, when it comes to this sort of stuff, I'm a big dum-dum. Okay, just here, trying to learn, okay? When it comes to computer stuff, I know a good amount. Like how to build a good computer, I know a lot about that. How to fix somebody's brain? No clue. No clue. 3 weeks is a long time for it to take effect, like full effect though. That's wild. Okay. I think we'll just run our GPU cable through there, assuming it's long enough. Which I think it is. Yeah, it definitely is. The reason she doesn't want to talk about the side effects is it's just tons of diarrhea all the time. Okay. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just trying to insert a little humor. Sue me. They start you off on like 25 milligrams and you slowly go up to 40 to 50. It gets your brain to absorb more norepinephrines. Norepinephrines. Okay. I don't know what those are. When she said she's feeling a little wonky, it's because she's been on the toilet literally all day. Okay, I'll stop. I'm kidding. I'll stop. Don't come at me. Jittery and foggy. That is a weird mix. Stop moving, Susan! There we go. Got it. I'm sure the other people in my building, if they ever hear me, they're like, who the hell is Susan and why does this guy hate her so much? Huh? If you knew her, you might hate her too. Okay. Don't worry, I don't know how to spell jittery either, so. Pretty good with spelling normally. Some of those words I'm like, is this like a real word or is this just like one that we like made up and now we just kind of agree that it's part of the language? I feel like that's where jittery falls. It's like, I don't know if this is really a word, but like, we don't really have a better word for it, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so got a couple of zip ties in here. Clip those off. There's our cable management. How do we feel about it, chat? How do we feel? I don't think Kyle's in here to speak to it, so you guys are gonna have to give the thumbs up, thumbs down on it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Fire emojis, no. Heart emojis if you think that's a good enough job on the cable management. Come on, let's see those heart emojis. I want to see it. All right, Mama says it's good. That's all that really matters. Because if Mama's happy, we're all happy. Okay. Cable management, good to go. We're covering it up. Nobody's gonna see it again. Hopefully. Okay. Looks nice and flat. Doesn't look like it's bowing out at all. Good. Get the top on here. Okay. Cool. All right, let's check out that inside. Always forget to do a thumbs up on here. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Okay. How do we feel about this side now, chat? How do we feel about this side? More heart emojis towards this side? What do we think? How does it look? How do we feel about this side? I think that's a pretty sexy looking little computer if you ask me, but I'm biased, I built it, so I need to know what you guys think. Okay, I saw a heart go up on YouTube. I mean, that's gotta be good, right? All right, let's take a look at how it looks turned on. So I want to see some fire emojis in the chat so we can fire this baby up, okay? I know there's at least 2 of you in here. I know there's at least 2 of you in here. I want to see at least 2 fire emojis in the chat. Come on. I want to see at least 2 fire emojis in the chat before I turn this bad boy on. Jatana coming in. Mrs. Redneck coming in just in time to fire up those emojis. Juice from Mama coming in with the fire emojis. All right. So let's talk through this one last time. We've got Ryzen 7 7700. We've got 32 gigs of RAM from Team Group. We've got this Team Group 360mm AIO, an RTX 4060 Ti, the Asus B650 plus Wi-Fi. We've got a 1TB SSD, and then we've got the Lian Li LANCool 216 with giant front fans and a 1000-watt power supply from EVGA. Let's see how it looks. First power up, okay? First power up. This light's too bright. What do we think, chat? Richard, you're too late. It doesn't count. I love how those front fans look. Honestly, just that feature on this case makes it worth $100. It does too. Honestly, if you ask me for a recommendation for a case that's between $90 and $110, this one. Every time. Huge, awesome front fans. Tons of support for a big cooler on top. You've got a plenty big space for a big GPU. It's got good airflow. You can access the bottom of your case here if you can pull this little front panel off with 1 bolt, and you can access the whole bottom of your case from the front or the back. A lot of space for your giant power supplies. This is a 1000-watt power supply fitting under there. I mean, what's not to love? What's not to love? Fantex does make a really nice case. I just think for $100, I would take this one. If I wanted to stay under like the $75 mark, I would go with that Fantex XT Pro. But if I was willing to spend, you know, just a little bit more, this one. Oh, the NV5. That is a great bill, or that is a great case, but you have to buy all the fans for it. It doesn't come with any fans. This one comes with the rear fan and the 2 front fans. So if you had an air cooler, you didn't, like, that's enough fans for the entire thing. You don't need to buy anything. That's why the price of this one, in my head, is so worth it, because you've got 3 good quality fans. But I do love the NV5, don't get me wrong. That is a really, really cool case. All right, so we're gonna play some video games today? Is that what's happening? We're gonna do that? Kind of move some stuff around. I don't know if I'll be able to get my cameras to work properly. I mean, we'll try. We'll try. I really, really, really need to get that new, I really need to get that Elgato thing in. It's just a little too tall for me to reach up there. Trapdoor! Burninating. No, nobody? Okay. Never mind. Nobody remembers Trogdor. Rebirth is the map to play right now. I know, I just don't like it. I didn't like Rebirth when it was here before, and I really doubt that I'm gonna like it now. But we'll play it, I guess. Like, I truly did not like Rebirth back in the day in Warzone 1. I always wanted to play big map. You're on a win streak. Do you get anything like special for doing like win streaks in Rebirth? Okay. I guess now we gotta see if we can get our little mini thing connected here. See if we can get the Live Gamer Mini connected and working again, hopefully. I think that Elgato face cam uses a lot of bandwidth. Okay. No signal, I know. Properties. Let's see if we can get it to work. It's working for now. There we go. Okay, if you're on YouTube right now, oh, nukes are available on Resurgence. Wow, that's crazy. If you're on YouTube right now, we are going to call that the end of the stream on YouTube, and we're gonna play some video games on Kick. So if you're on YouTube and you wanna hang out and chat some more, come on over to Kick, kick.com/redneck engineering. Redneck Engineer, and we're gonna play some games. Let's swap over to that. Okay. And then let's swap over to ooh, that kind of worked. Okay, there we go. Everything is currently working. Do you unclaimed or do you wish to continue? Yes. Not paying to upgrade my battle pass when I didn't even finish it. All right. Okay. That was your last chance, YouTube. We will see you next time. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Adios. Dropped a rebirth for a couple times today. All the sweats are out. Was a no.